I think this year differs just in the fact that last year coming in, I knew all the guys that were returners. I was really comfortable with the group, and we had a smaller group of freshmen, so with a smaller group coming in, it was easy for me to get to know those guys, really early on and train with them, a week before even school started. So from the moment we stepped on the ice, I felt comfortable last year with everything, in terms of our personnel and our team top to bottom. And this year differs a little bit in the sense that there's 12 freshmen that myself and the other captains and the rest of the upperclassmen have had to kind of groom into our system. So, I think this preseason was a little bit different, like I said, just in terms of developing these guys into, beacon hockey players and telling them from an early point, the prestige that this program now carries and trying to get that into their heads that it always hasn't been that way, and we want to keep it that way.
Obviously last year we had a great run, ended in the Frozen Four, but, we have pretty much a completely different team. We lost 9 or 10 guys last year, and we brought in like 12. So it's a completely different feel, and, us as captains, we have to, drill that into their heads that, it's a new season, and we still got to prove that we're the best in this league. Being picked first in the conference, obviously every night, we're going to have the target on our back, get everyone's best every night. So obviously we got to be ready for that and prepare during the week, during practice, and give it our best shot on the weekend.
I think, we did lose a lot of guys. Matt Lemire, All-American first-team guy, a lot of points. Frankie DeAugustine, some big players. I think our focus this year is we have a different team. It's a new year. I think we're going to have guys step up. I know I'm going to have to step up offensively. Albee Daley, our captain, and then, some of our freshmen, we're going to have to put big roles on them on the power play and some other stuff. So we really need a group effort to offensively to kind of match what we did last year. And I don't know if we'll score as many goals as last year, even the year before. But I know defensively we're going to be much better. Or we have the same defense coming back, so that'll be huge for us. But I think it's going to have to be a group effort offensively.
We have a lot of great defensemen coming back. We lost obviously Andrew Crawford, who was a big part of our team last year. But Dante Sarfardini's come in. He's looked really good in preseason, and we have 8 or 9 really good defensemen that could play any night. So it'll be a battle to see who gets in for the entire season. Yeah, obviously ever since I've been here, it's been Zach and Billy as the 2 goalies. So it's a little bit of a transition to a couple new guys. But so far in the preseason, they've looked really good. Obviously, it'll be a battle to see who the starter is, and that'll continue out throughout the entire year.
In the preseason, we saw a lot from different guys. The freshmen, Redler and Sifferlin, those kind of guys. Kuzin, we need those guys step up offensively. They're coming in, they're going to be playing big minutes for us. And then guys like McGregor and Gannon have, picked up their game from last year, and that we should see a little bit more from them. I think offensively, those guys, they're going to be we're going to need more from them this year, and guys like Gannon and McGregor, they're going to have to carry their line as centermen and kind of fill those shoes a little bit more too.
I think the best part about having in practice battles and constant in and out of the lineup, guys coming in, guys leaving, I think it keeps things very competitive, both in games to perform at your best and in practice to bring it every day, both upperclassmen and underclassmen alike. So I think that's not a bad problem to have when you have so many guys that could play on a day-to-day basis. So if anything, I just think it keeps it more competitive, and I think it actually brings us closer as a team to have guys competing, day in and day out and continuously giving it their all throughout practice and games.
Yeah, it's huge. Really excited. I know I have family coming from out of town, already excited for that game. It'll be a lot of excitement, a lot of energy around that game, especially being against Babson. That's a rivalry game. I think as it gets closer, it'll kind of hit us more, and we'll be ready to go for that one. Hopefully it's not too cold, so the weather holds up a little bit.
The only expectations now for us are to, first to win the league, obviously, and then go from there. But I think right now, going into the year, our biggest goal is to win our conference and get back to that to that driver's seat that we were in last year, and hopefully we take care of business in the regular season and we can have home ice again. But right now we're just trying to tell the guys to take it one step at a time. To win our first game, we're focusing on Curry, and then we go from there, from that point on, and build from that point.